Bobby Brown is an American singer, songwriter, producer, actor, and dancer. He started his career in the R&B and pop group New Edition from its inception in 1978 until his exit from the group in December 1985. Bobby Brown, alongside frequent collaborator Teddy Riley, is noted as one of the pioneers of New Jack Swing, a fusion of hip-hop and R&B. Bobby Brown has an estimated net worth of $3 million. About Bobby Brown's early life. Robert Beresford Brown was born on February 5, 1969 in Boston, Massachusetts, as one of 8 children. His mother, Carol Elizabeth, was a substitute teacher, and his father, Herbert James Brown, was a construction worker. He grew up in Roxbury's Orchard Park projects. Bobby Brown's first taste of being on stage occurred when he was 3, and one of his childhood idols, James Brown, performed in Boston. This performance sparked a dream of becoming a singer. He joined the church choir, where he recognized and developed his singing abilities. Bobby Brown's musical influences also include Rick James, Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, and Prince. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall, or 1.78 meters tall. About Bobby Brown's personal life. Bobby Brown has been married twice and has fathered 7 children. His eldest child, son Landon Brown, was born on June 22, 1986, to Malika Williams. He has 2 children with Kim Ward, whom he met around 1980, daughter LaPrincia Brown, who was born in 1989, and his son, Bobby Brown Jr., who was born in 1991 and died in 2020. His and Kim Ward's on and off again 11-year relationship ended in 1991. Now, Bobby Brown first met Whitney Houston at the Soul Train Music Awards in 1989. They began a close friendship after Whitney invited Bobby to her birthday party. Their friendship developed into a romance, and in 1991, Bobby Brown proposed marriage to Whitney, and the couple married at Whitney's estate on July 18, 1992. Whitney Houston suffered miscarriages in 1992, 1994, and 1996. His only child with Whitney, Bobby Christina Brown, was born on March 4, 1993. They later collaborated on the hit single Something in Common, which included their daughter at the end of the music video. Throughout their marriage, there were rumors of infidelity on Bobby's part, alcohol and drug abuse, and domestic violence. Their personal issues became fodder for talk shows and sketch comedy shows. Some sketch comedy shows portrayed Bobby Brown as a has-been who's jealous of his wife's celebrity status. In 2003, Bobby was charged with battery after an altercation with Whitney. In 2005, the couple participated in the reality show Being Bobby Brown, which gave a picture of their lives behind the scenes. In September 2006, Whitney Houston filed for legal separation and later divorce. Their divorce was finalized on April 24, 2007, with Whitney receiving custody of their 14-year-old daughter. In a September 2009 interview with Oprah Winfrey, Whitney Houston admitted to sometimes using drugs with Bobby Brown, stating that Bobby had laced marijuana with cocaine. She also told Oprah Winfrey that Bobby Brown had been abusive during their marriage and even spat on her on one occasion while drunk. In 2009, Bobby Brown had a son named Cassius with his partner of 2 years, manager Alicia Etheridge. They became engaged in May 2010 when Bobby Brown proposed during a performance at the Funk Fest in Jacksonville, Florida. The couple married on June 18, 2012 in Hawaii and have since had 2 daughters, Bodie Jamison Rain, who was born in 2015, and Hendrix Brown, who was born in 2016. Following the death of Whitney Houston on February 11, 2012, Bobby Brown appeared at Whitney's memorial service in New Jersey, but was asked to leave by the family's security. In an interview given to the Today Show in May 2012, he said security was the reason he and his family left the service. Along with Clive Davis, Ray J, and others, Bobby Brown has been accused of contributing to the singer's death, which he denies. Bobby Brown's parents, Carol and Herbert Brown, died within a year of each other. His mother died in 2011 and father in January 2012, a month before Bobby's former wife, Whitney Houston's death. In January 2015, Bobby Brown's daughter, Bobby Christina, was found unconscious in her bathtub at a residence in Roswell, Georgia. The 21-year-old was rushed to North Fulton Hospital, where she was placed on a ventilator in a medically induced coma to stop the swelling of her brain. It was reported that her brain activity was low. She was later transferred to Emory University Hospital, but after doctors concluded significant brain function was unlikely to occur, Bobby Christina was removed from the ventilator and put in the care of hospice in Duluth, Georgia. She died there on July 26, 2015, at the age of 22. On November 18, 2020, Bobby Brown's son, Bobby Jr., at the age of 28, was found dead in his home. As a child, Bobby Brown was diagnosed with ADD and later with bipolar disorder at age 32. Bobby said that his drug of choice was marijuana and that he had developed alcoholism at an early age. According to former gang member David Collins, Bobby Brown was kidnapped by New York street gang, the Preacher Crew, over a $25,000 drug debt in 1993. Whitney Houston paid a $400,000 ransom to the gang, who threatened to kill Bobby. The incident was never reported to authorities. Bobby Brown's professional career. In 1981, 12-year-old Bobby Brown and two of his childhood friends formed the band New Edition. 1 year later, their manager's nephew joined the group, and they officially became a quintet. New Edition's 1983 debut album, Candy Girl, reached number 20 on the Billboard R&B singles chart. Despite having several successful tours, albums, and singles, Bobby Brown would later reveal that he only took home about $500 and a VCR while a member of the group. He left the band in 1985 to pursue his solo career. In 1986, Bobby Brown's first solo album, King of Stage, was released and sold moderately well. It was not until he teamed up with R&B songwriters and producers Teddy Riley, L.A. Reid, and Babyface that his second album, Don't Be Cruel, in 1988, took the music world by storm. The album would eventually sell over 12 million copies. He became famous for his hits in the 1980s and 1990s, including Don't Be Cruel and Humpin' Around. However, his musical fame was somewhat overshadowed in the late 1990s by his highly publicized and troubled relationship with pop singing sensation Whitney Houston. In 1989, Bobby Brown made his film debut with a cameo acting appearance as the mayor's doorman in Ghostbusters 2. He then appeared in the HBO kids show Mother Goose Rock and Rhyme, playing all three characters of the Three Blind Mice in 1990. He reunited with the New Edition for a performance at the 1990 MTV Video Music Awards, which led to the group releasing the 1996 album Home Again. New Edition would get together again for the 2005 BET 25th Anniversary Special and then at the 2009 BET Awards, when they performed a number of Jackson 5 hits in honor of Michael Jackson. In 2005, Bobby Brown signed a deal with Bravo for the reality series Being Bobby Brown. The show was canceled in 2006 after Whitney Houston refused to appear in a second season. In 2021, he appeared in Season 5 of The Masked Singer, and in 2022 biography Bobby Brown and Bobby Brown, Every Little Step, aired on A&E. Bobby Brown planned to release a tell-all book called Bobby Brown, The Truth, The Whole Truth, and Nothing But, written by author Derek Handspike in 2008. When controversial statements that he made about Whitney Houston were leaked to the media, he backed out of the project. Handspike ultimately released the book following Whitney Houston's death. Well, that's all we have about Bobby Brown. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, and please go ahead and give this video a like.